Well, good morning, folks. It's been a while. It's really beautiful outside and sunshiny. It's a little bit afternoon. I've been resting a little bit this morning because I've had kind of a full couple weeks and things have changed around here quite significantly, in all fairness. And so I wanted to show you the things that have changed. And yes, you do hear chickens in the background cackling. So, anyway, it wasn't my idea. I won't say I was totally against it. I wasn't. I was just a little bit concerned. Being a vegetarian, these chickens aren't for killing, as they said in Sarah Plain and Tall. These chickens aren't for killing. These are my friends. So let me show you what's been going on. Well, first of all, I'll show you the other half later when I get in the house. But, you know, we had puppies, and that's what I'll show you when I get in the house. I have been very busy with these puppies, and I have had them up for sale, you know, on Puppy Finder and Puppy Find. And I've been quite busy with people wanting to see them, talking to me a lot, just being busy with the pups. But also, this morning I made my way out here again to make sure everybody had water and food and everything. So here we go. I'm going to turn you around. Okay, so here's the greenhouse door. And there's plenty still going on in the greenhouse, as you can see. And I'll give you a tour of that maybe tomorrow, because we're going to pick some broccoli leaves to cook. But here is something my husband came up with. He had seen quite a few different ones, and he wanted to put his own mark on his own one. So here is a chicken tractor. Now it has 4 wheels on it, and this way we protect the birds from the predators. Shortly after we came here to live, someone was a potential neighbor was dropping off a lot of chickens and roosters to see how they would fare not being in shelter. They didn't fare. They got hawk eaten. But so we have a lot of hawks in this area. So Bob made this, and we have 12 chickens in there. Now we don't really want a whole lot more than that in there, because that gives them all plenty enough space. Every 2 days, Joel Salatin talks about how you want to make the land better for the animals being on it. That's what it is in a nutshell. So he came up with things called chicken tractors. And so Bob's made his own the way he wanted it made, and everybody's left up to do that as they want, or he gives plans. Joel Salatin does. But we didn't want the plans. We just wanted to come up with our own thing. We already had some of this stuff. We wanted it to have a little bit of a woman's touch look. So Bob was in agreement. He didn't have to spend more money that way. So anyhow, so this is how it looks, and I'll let you see up underneath it. It's an easy contraption to be able to get around. Their water looks like grossness, but they step in their water all day long, so we change it out daily. Then we come back and, okay, we get down here a little bit. You can see underneath. Oh, they decide they want to come and say hello. They all have names. Now, the ugliest one in here is this one right here. And I told her, I said, well, you're not much to look at, but you will have the most sweetest name, and your name is Sweet Pea. So we named them all. Jenni named them all. They're basically hers. But we do help her take care of them, and we also built the chicken tractor. We paid for that. So we wanted to make sure that they had a safe place to live, because you couldn't just put them in a normal containment like you would have normally for chickens, because they would just get eaten by the chicken hawks, and I can't bear that. I just can't. We don't want a rooster, because they'll wake us up at 4 o'clock in the morning, and as you know, I don't sleep that well. So I told her, let's wait a while before we go to that extreme. Let's give me a little bit of time to get adjusted to all of this first, and then maybe later, if she wants to, you know, raise some peepees and stuff, then we can do that. So here's the second set of wheels. And then here's this little joyful thing. Now, I didn't put this in, but I did know it was here because I had sent a friend picture of it because she wanted to see it. And I lifted up. This is where they go to lay their eggs. Isn't it cute? And look in there. It's a dirty egg. Yay! It's an egg. I'm looking on through the other side. The other door opens up too, but I don't see any eggs so far. The only place they've laid eggs has been in this one box. Now, I'm not sure what the reason for that is. I don't know. I don't know if it's because it's easier to get to, but the hablet has little latches back here. And there. Has little latches here, see? That way, because they actually, when they were first making this, when Bob was working on it, Jenny was out here helping him, and all of a sudden they had 6 escape. Now these chickens are really great escape artists. So they came out in a fury through that. So they realized then that they had to have the latches going on, because if not, that's how they can get out. So I can't remember all their names. I know one's named Marigold, and another one is named, that gray one there has a name, but I can't remember. She should have called it Charcoal, but anyway. I don't remember what the names are. We'll get clean water in there for them tomorrow, again in the morning, early in the morning. And see what they do, they tear up the ground so bad looking for bugs and scratching. So every 2 days, you have to move them. You have to move them. Tomorrow evening, before they go to bed, or right about the time they go to bed, we will move the tractor that way down the yard, the full length of the chicken tractor. So every 2 days, it does a lot of good things. Number one, it keeps your yard from being tore up completely and causing nothing but a big mud puddle. Back around. It'll keep you from having just a big mud puddle in your yard all the time. But it also, well, you know, I don't like antibiotics. And I don't want to give antibiotics to my animals. I want them to stay healthy. And so this is the way to keep them healthy, is to just simply move them from place to place every 2 days, so that they don't start getting, you know, bad things in the ground and tearing up the yard so bad that it's not inhabitable. And so this is what we're doing. Every 2 days we're moving it to keep them healthy, to keep us healthy, because Jenny and I both agree, and she's in agreement with it, and Bob, that these chickens aren't for eating. These chickens' eggs are for eating, because they've never formed into a chicken yet. But these chickens are not for eating. And so we want to keep them as healthy as we possibly can keep them, so that they can live out their life as long as they possibly can. You know, what we'll have to do is build another one. When these get too old to lay eggs, we'll have to build another one to put new ones in, so that we don't have to worry about, you know, them being beat up on or anything else, you know. And that way we'll know which ones are laying and which ones aren't. Just wanted to let you know what's going on here. This is why I've been silent and I haven't put up any. We also have something else, so I'll go to show you that now. But I'm going to have to first turn you off, because it takes me a few minutes to get over there. Okay, so let me turn it around, because now we are at, well, you won't be able to see it until I turn it around. But we're at the end of the greenhouse, the opposite end that we were at from a few minutes ago. And we have some other animals here that she was given, that we're going to try our hand at. I have a baby brother who has grown. In his younger years, he grew lots and lots of different types of quail and sold eggs for it. Not to eat, but to have a pair at a time, so that, you know, hopefully you got a male and a female. So anyway, here is, or just had them, period. Here is the quail that we have now. Okay, so here you see the little quails. Now my brother tells me that we need to get them up off the ground to keep them healthy, that they will die. But what we're doing is, Bob can only do so much at a time, and he had to get the chicken tractor made for the chickens because we had to get everybody and everything out from the lady's house. She was moving to Utah on Monday morning. So he was lickety-split and trying to get that chicken tractor built. But this Sunday, he will be putting, it's a certain kind of 1 by a 1/2 inch fencing that goes on the bottom, so he keeps them off the ground. So there will not be any birds that will be getting wet, because Tracy says that the birds will get sick and they will die from pneumonia if they get wet, especially out here in this wind, because we have an empty lot beside of us, and that lot is I hope you can see them. Back under there is where they eat and drink and go into shelter if they want to, if they lay eggs or whatever. So there's 8 of them, and I believe they called these Egyptian quail. I'm going to learn more about it. I'm going to get myself a book so I can understand more about what's going on with these old birds. I find them very fascinating. It's interesting just to watch. Our cat's just amazed at them. He gets there, she will get there and she'll just watch and watch and watch. Doesn't try to open the fence or anything like that. She just keeps watching. But anyhow, let me turn it back around, see, while I'm talking to you. Now, when I do tomorrow, when I make the new video in the greenhouse, I'm going to talk to you some more about what's going on with my rheumatoid arthritis. And I will wait to tell you things then, because I don't want to take any more time on this video with that. But I just want to tell you folks, thank you so much for being out here with me in the sunshine today, and for taking your time to listen. And if you don't mind, hit the subscribe button. If you hit the bell, the dark bell one, it will send you notifications of when there's a new one. And I hope that you enjoy watching these with me and visiting with me. Just have a blessed day. Any day that we wake up and we have with Jesus is a wonderful and blessed day, folks. You don't even know the half of it. Anyway, love you all, and I'll see you later. Bye.